Good day, everyone. Welcome. I have a new setup today, so let's hope this all goes well, but welcome back to Let's Play Arclad 2 with me, EclecticAndrew the Gamer. Today, we travel to the Banza Mountain to climb this rocky mountain high. Stay on your guard. Of course, Gruga, because that evil Rygar has built a mind control device at the top of this tower for Ramalia. So we must break it. Maybe break him in the process, that wouldn't be too bad either. That would be very nice indeed if we could break Rygar. Because he sucks complete ass. Yes indeed. Where's my button? Okay, so if you're watching this series and you feel it, oh, lava. We love lava. It's almost like Lava Island up in here. But it's also got minecarts, so it's kind of like Mount Krenel or any number of Donkey Kong Country games with lava and yeah. Basically, every time you see a minecart, you're gonna get into a battle. That's just the way this dungeon is. There is an NPC back in the town that we just left that says they have made a fortress of this mountain. Well, we will break this mountain fortress. What's the name of the mountain base in Stargate SG-1? What's it called where they go in the tunnel in the mountain and go to the Stargate? I don't remember now. I don't remember a lot about Stargate SG-1. You know, actually, I was thinking the other day I looked up some actors from Gotham. Maybe I should look up the actors from, you know, Stargate SG-1, see what they're up to nowadays. Because actually, the guy that played Bruce Wayne, David Mahouz, he's actually doesn't look like he's doing too well, at least in my opinion, because he's only done one movie for the last 2 years each. And in the process of doing that, it's, you know, it's strange. In the Gotham TV series, he looks so short, especially compared to Alfred Pennyworth, I guess. But his actual, they gave his height in IMDb, and he's actually 5'10", while the guy that plays Drum Velasco, you know, the Joker, is actually 5'11" and 3/4. Which is funny, because at first I saw the part of the article that said that he's 5'12", and I'm like, that's 6 feet, honey. But no, I guess they do a little, how do you say this? Fudging with the facts when you're only 5'3" and whatever, however many inches. Yeah, this ain't too interesting a battle. It's just a random battle against some vanilla goblins. But there are some characters here I want to get stronger. And especially Gruga, because he's the main character for this chapter of the game. And actually, that brings me to mind, I have come to realize that this game is my Xenoblade. I did not realize that when I started this series. But it has very vastly quickly become my Xenoblade. I did not realize this would be very Xenoblade-like in Let's Play fashion. Whereas Nico B can knock out 60 episodes of Xenoblade, 1, 2, and 3 each, within space of a couple months. I've actually been doing Arclad 1 and 2 for over a year now. So I am getting a little tired, of course. But I do plan on finishing this game as best I can. I do want to still do all the things with the Sealed Ruins and the Hunter job class missions. I keep calling it a Hunter job class because every time I say job, I want to say class. You know, like Fire Emblem job class, Shining Force job class, Dragon Warrior job class, so, and Final Fantasy job classes. Just all the games with the job classes. Well, that's our first random battle of the day done for the day. So we have another minecart. A subtitle for this episode could be called Minecart Mayhem, just like Donkey Kong. Ooh, we also have a switchy switch here. Do we shift it? Yes, we do. Always be switching these switches. Yeah, because see, if you did not throw the switch, you end up over there. You know, over there, on the left side of that wall. Instead of up here, by the stairs. So much more lava. You know, actually that also reminds me of Final Fantasy V. With the lava, how the lava's going to react in this game. In this dungeon. With regards to Final Fantasy V, you know, when you go down into the abyss. Is it called the abyss? The chasm? The abyss? The one that's underwater, that's the home of the fire crystal? Well, the restored world at the end of the game. Fire crystal. Because initially it's just the slab you're going there to get for the ancient weapons. But X-Death doesn't exactly want you to have ancient weapons that might be able to destroy him more effectively. So he sends out Larry, Moe, and Curly to fight you for the ancient slab. Down there in the Abyssal Cavern. Sorry, just listening to my apartment. I'm hearing some rocking noises, and I know it's not in my apartment or anything. I'm like, are my neighbors getting mad at me because I'm talking so loud after such a long time? Because I haven't LP'd exactly in a while. I have actually started a new sub-series, side series. You could say, for both, because I am now streaming on Twitch a little bit, and I'm not exactly the Twitch kind of person, but I'm trying to make a video collection series on there, and I'm also going to bring it here to YouTube. But it's going to be Slay Them All, or as many as I can. I call it Slay Them All, exactly, but it's not perfectly Slay Them All. It's more like slay the important ones. The monsters, the bosses of the game that I'm playing for that particular series. Because I will do multiple series of Slay Them. Where I'm doing kind of a boss kill, boss rush, boss show off in the series. You know, and the first game I'm playing, of course, is Path of Exile 1. I know that game is a little, not exactly like RPG, kill them all, show off, showcase. But it's a game I know very well, the bosses very well, I can slay them as best I can very easily. And I've actually accidentally hit upon a very strong character for my series. So keep an eye out on YouTube for that. If you want to keep more up to date on the Slay Them video series, head on over to Twitch. I will try my best to keep it as active as possible over on Twitch for you. Because I believe I've set it up properly to save the video collection now. So hopefully for as long as possible I can do the Slay Them video series for YouTube and Twitch. And keep them up to date and keep them active. And showcase my boss slaying skills. the almighty skills I have of slaying almighty bosses. The super bosses, even. No, not really. I'm not God tier gamer. I don't always go around slaying every super boss. I might try. Because, like I said, I hit on a very strong character for Path of Exile 1, and I'm doing okay-ish. I am dying quite a bit more where I am now in my test character, but I'm doing much better than I usually do. So, hopefully Path of Exile 1 looks good. And is a good video series for y'all to enjoy whenever you can. It might be a little spastic, it might be a little sporadic, but you know me, I'm weird. I'm spastic. Oh, you know, actually, now that I'm finished this battle, I need to keep track. I came into this room on this minecart. There's that minecart, and there's lava. Okay. So, we go to this minecart, and is there some way to control lava? Why ever would there be some way to control lava? Are we lava bending up in here? Yeah, there we go. Bye-bye, lava. You know, you can tell this lava right here is closer, but this is not where you want to go next. Or is it? No. I believe... Give me a second, I might cut here. But I believe if you go back here first, to this area, you can go down here and find a nice little, yes, feather staff with a pointy stick attached to it. So it's a spear. And now we cannot go any farther that way, so we go back to where we first moved to the lava. And we continue to this room, which is a room full of nothing. Except for one minecart. Oh. I was about to say, can we just walk the tracks? And no, there's a gap in the tracks, which we need to jump. Where did it come from in our pantheon of storytelling that minecarts can jump? Oops. Ignore the phone going off. That we can jump gaps with a minecart. Like, I know Donkey Kong did it so long ago, but that's Donkey Kong. That can't be the first iteration of jumping gaps with a minecart. You know, actually, now that I think about it, there's also Scooby-Doo. That might be a little bit older than Donkey Kong. Because I'm pretty sure they were jumping some tracks over there in Scooby-Doo. You know, beware the Miner 49er. You know, actually it would have been faster if I had just gone to the right initially and come back second, instead of first for the feather staff and this path. So you know, if you're watching and playing along, just go to the right when you first move the lava, and you will be moving a little bit faster. That's that whole floor done. Interesting. So, ooh, I think I remember this floor. This floor is deadly. Do not take the minecart. Okay, we want to throw this first, so we can go to the right. But, what? Hey! Hey, it's behemoths. Hey! 2 behemoths. And they become 6 behemoths. Yes, indeed. Let's let the behemoths come to us while we move around our people a little bit, but I just want to set up a little bit better to cast some magic on them. Now, something you gotta think about sometimes with these strategy games is how best to go about damaging or dealing with a bunch of enemies. And really, Besides the fact I'm not taking much damage from these guys, they are going to be beefy. Beefy, tanky, strong boys. So, how do I want to deal with them? Is by dealing as much damage as possible to them. Would be very nice. So I think the way to do that would be actually to weaken their stats. And actually, they're not grouping up too well for me, so... Not exactly gonna go how I planned it, is it? Oh, they are blocking quite a bit. Yeah, it's gonna make this a little bit rougher, isn't it? But Ark has a skill called Weak Enemy. Lowers all their stats, I believe. Makes them go from beefy bad boys to sappy, saggy boys. You know, because they're muscle sag or something. Well, they're also putting me to sleep, so that's wonderful. Way to extend this battle. So now we gotta keep in mind that these behemoths will try to put you to sleep whenever possible. Of course, so they're just gonna wake you up by hitting you with a stick. I don't fully mind. I do, however, need to get my party healed, because they're hitting me with sticks quite often. There are 6 of them. The sticks do hit multiple party members at the same time. There we go. See how much damage that did? That's because I used Weak Enemy on them. And they didn't block, they didn't guard, they didn't counter. Yeah. Weak Enemy is the way to go. And I would use it up there, but well, I can use it up here. I can hit 3 of them. 3 of them is just as good as 4 of them, right? Because only 1 is the loneliest number you've ever seen. Every other number, just as good as the other one. They've all got their friends. Just 1 is the bad number. Because it's the loneliest number that you've ever seen. Hey, so, here's an interesting topic of discussion. If you want to leave it down in the comments below, or somewhere. Yeah, in the comments below, if you're watching this on YouTube. What is your favorite breakfast item to eat? Do you eat breakfast? I hope you do. It's delicious. It's the first meal of the day, the best meal of the day. Jeez, he blocked Choco. But yeah, do you like pancakes? Do you like muffins? Do you like sausage? Do you like waffles? Are you in some other country around the world besides America? Of course they exist, I'm sure. But, what do you eat for breakfast? Do you enjoy it? Is it tasty? How do you make it tastier? How do you make it at all? Do you cook it in a pan? Do you microwave it in a microwave? Do you put some shake and bake on it or something? Or just share your breakfast tips, likes, whatever. Comment below. Because I'm hungry. I want to eat. What is... Oh, Choco just did her teeth. Okay. I was wondering why Choco looked like she puked up whatever she put in her mouth. And then I'm like, oh, okay, she's doing her teeth. Okay. So, you know, she's mouthwashing her mouth. Of course, it's strange that you also could see her in a onesie. Like, why is she in a onesie? Where did that onesie come from? Or did she just take off her dress to... And then the onesie's underneath, like Misty with her swimsuit? Because you remember that... That is... That is Misty's character. She just constantly has a swimsuit on. That is interesting. So, I mean... She's just always ready to go swimming. She's swim girl. Hey, Choco's awake now. Good, Choco. Kill this final behemoth. And that is the last behemoth we will ever see in the entire universe of everything. That is a game. A mobile game, I believe. What's it called? Yeah, Cards, Universe, and Everything. Q. The great and all-powerful Q. Ooh, yeah, see this room? Wait. Oh no, don't go up there. Don't go up there, that's another battle. That's not only another battle, that is also two battles, I believe, because if you walk up there right now, I get into a battle. But if you minecart up there too, you get into another battle. I don't believe there's anything up there for any reason whatsoever to go up there, except for to battle. So we don't really entirely need to do every random battle. We do want to get stronger because this is a strategy RPG game, but... like, time needs to move a little faster in this game. Time is not on my side with this game. This is a Xenoblade of the PlayStation 1 era. Or even Super Nintendo, as far as I know, as I think the original copies of this game was released onto Super Nintendo. And the versions we got here in America, at least, were ported to the PlayStation as the Octolad Collection, which came with 1, 2, 3, and don't go that way. That is the way from the end to here. But it was 1, 2, 3, and the Ocarina CDs all put together in one collection. Sorry, excuse me, I have mucus. I know mucus is not the best thing to talk about in a video series online, but still, it's just... I'm swallowing a lot, and I'm trying to not cough. Just if you're ever wondering why I'm going silent every now and then, because... well, I always go silent every now and then, because I get bored, I get tired, I get... run out of things to say. But then also there's mucus. And mucus is gross. It's slimy. Though some people like slime. I've been seeing on YouTube every now and then nowadays for a commercial for this guy saying, I haven't played with slime since I was 2 years old. But now I play with it every day because I've come up with a new invention for slime, and this is fun, and a new way to slime. Well, new things are always happening. And you know, these enemies are set up very nicely for weak enemy. So I'm going to enjoy using weak enemy on these behemoths. I do like the Phoenix. I like the Rock too. I like Phoenix. Phoenixes are a wonderful bird. Oh, I just realized I'm in a fire dungeon. This probably won't do. Well, I did okay. I was about to say I'm in a fire dungeon. I'm like, it's not going to do a lot of damage to fire monsters, but I guess they're not fire monsters. They are also set up very nicely for Iga to do Ryosei Baku. Baka. I pick you up and put you down. Baka. Get on the ground and tell me you love me. That's from Home Alone. Well, actually, that's from an old movie that was in Home Alone. Because Kevin was watching a TV movie. Not made for TV. You know what I mean? An old TV show, an old TV movie. An old movie put onto TV for the modern ages to watch. In Home Alone. Tim Curry's still alive, if you didn't know. Because Tim Curry was in Home Alone, that Home Alone that I'm referencing with the... talking about the movie that he was watching on a TV in the hotel. Oh yeah, there's also that guy. But yeah. Tim Curry's cool. I like Tim Curry. He's cool. I said that twice in a row, I'm sorry. Yeah. But, yeah. Tim Curry's still alive, he's still kicking. He's talking about the... how you say... well, recently they've been playing Rocky Horror Picture Show in some movie theaters around the world, I guess. So... the legacy. Yeah, Tim Curry's talking about the legacy of Rocky Horror Picture Show recently. Because I guess he was in that as one of the main characters. I'm not sure who or what. I've never actually seen that movie. It's a cult classic, I know. I'm more a fan of Clue. Because even Conchita Ferrell was in Clue. So was Christopher Lloyd. Yeah. Because Conchita Ferrell, if you didn't know, is the maid, Berta, from 2.5 Men. She was also in a bunch of other things when she was alive. Yeah, she did die recently, about 5 or 6 years ago, I think. It is interesting as you grow up and you start to keep a track of actors you know that have died. Not that you know them personally, but actors that you've watched for years on TV shows or movies. And I sound like those old women from the episode of Frasier, where Frasier's looking to watch the How Green Was Your Valley movie. And he's in the theater, and the women behind him are going, "Oh, isn't he so young? He's dead now, you know." Where am I going? Yep. Not entirely where I wanted to go. Maybe. Yup. Wanted monster. Gigas, the wanted monster of Banza Mountain. Actually, there's a lot of stuff to do in Banza Mountain. Besides this area we're going to now to deal with, you know, the mind control device. There's also a whole nother section of the mountain which is full of side quests, which is accessed by way of the hunter missions. The job missions from the Hunters Guild. So, if you're looking at this mountain and thinking, "Oh, this ain't too bad, it seems like a straight arrow. A straight shot to the top." Well, yeah, it probably is a straight shot to the top, full of many rooms of battle against behemoths and goblins and whatnot. But it's also got a side area around the side where it's a bunch of mines and a bunch of monster nests, and yeah, gonna be very rough dealing with all those missions, I've heard. Because there are a lot of them. This is practically the only dungeon in this area of the world. Brakia. There is the Sealed Ruins. There's also the smith shop you may have seen outside at the beginning of this video. I didn't visit it, but I did visit it off screen, but there's really nothing to do there right now. Especially for me, with not doing the Arc Arena, with synthesizing everything and all that stuff. Oh, but why on earth am I sending Choco over here? Because the Skigus, if you can see over here, is walking this long hallway to fight with us. So, while we're dealing with the main batch of baddies, he's heading over here, and so it's just sometimes easier to go to him. Especially depending on who you send to fight with him. But as far as I know, the battle does not end until he dies. The Gigas. So even if you kill all these behemoths here in this room, you still gotta deal with the Gigas. Take care of him before this battle will end. Actually, now that I'm looking at my time, I'm wondering how long I have to play. Because I do have work today. Although it won't take me long to get to work, which is nice. It's nice when friends help you out. I don't want to always take my friends for granted, but I worry that I do. You gotta not take your friends for granted. I mean, like they always say, you could be dead today or dead tomorrow or stuff like that. You never know what's gonna happen. There's an actress that's in Nashville 911 just now in the season premiere, and she's dead now. Like, she died very quickly in her life and her acting career. She had a degenerative muscle disability, and that's probably what killed her, but you know, you never know. She's not famous. She's a singer, songwriter. She's been working on a lot of stuff ever since she was diagnosed with the muscle dystrophy and whatnot, or muscle whatever. Because I read in the article that she had started losing the loss of her legs years ago, when she was like 13 and whatnot, and so she died at 23. That's sad. Dying at 23. That's sad. I guess she got 10 years to where she didn't die when she was 13. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's always sad with... You always think there's more they could have done with their life if they had gotten just a little bit further. Like when Peter Boyle died ages ago. I was sad because he didn't even make it to Christmas. And Betty White, she didn't even make it to New Year's. Yeah, but see how this battle's still going? This battle's still going. Because the Gigas must be defeated. And I do want to slay the Gigas. He is a wanted monster, so we get some bonus points. We get some money for slaying him. Because wanted monsters are the scourge of the world. Much like Romalia in this game. Of course, Romalia is a very active... They've got their mission. And Gigas is just a scourge for the sake of being a scourge. Ooh, he's got a sickle. Holy crap, he's got a sickle. He's got a big Grim Reaper sickle. Scythe, as you could say. You know what? I don't think you can save a guarding forces, can you? I have to leave and come back because I have to go to work sometime soon. I don't think I can do the boss battle and all for everything. Huh. This won't be a two-part episode for you, of course, but two-part episode for me. Die, Gigas, die. No reaping of my soul, please. Don't jump over her. I want you to go down. Or Choco can take you on her own. Sure. Go, Choco, go! Slay him! Destroy the evil monster. Evil Gigas will fall. Die. Die, 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 die. Okay, he's dead. So, we could actually now, as we can see, the path we chose didn't really matter, because we could either go down there to the right, or we could come up here to the minecart and walk past the minecart and be where Gigas showed up, but that battle is very important because that's where Gigas is going to show up. Well, give me a couple moments. I'll meet you back here in one moment. For you, a couple million hours for me. Later, everyone. Have a good day. See you in just a little bit. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome. Turns out I did have to go back through this entire dungeon with all the random battles respawn, so I did that off-screen for you all. I was gonna do everything off-screen anyways to get back here to this minecart, but yeah. We are back. Welcome back. Hope you all are enjoying your day. My day. The monster's getting in the minecart. Well, let's go. No, go stop him, man. Don't let monsters do what they want to do. Hey! Oh no, we're gonna run him over. Chugga chugga choo choo. What's taking so long with this loading? Oh. Oh no, we crashed into him. Gruga. Okay, it's time for a battle against some kobolds. Nice. These are nice puppies. Well, in this case, not so nice. But I did bring the same party with me into this part of the video. Because I had to, when I left the dungeon, I had to reselect my team when I re-entered. So hopefully it's not too off-putting. It won't be too off-putting, I'm sure, to have the same team of people. With 1 minute, and then the different team of people next. No, don't want to do that. You know, I'm thinking back of one thing I learned from Chugga Conroy's Let's Plays, is that he said that people got really frustrated with him when he was doing Majora's Mask, and he left the Woodfall Temple dungeon, and I'm like, why? And thinking about it after a little while, I realized why, because he did leave the temple he was in midway through. Not off-screen to go save, but on-screen to go do a side quest really quick. Which, I'm like, yeah, I get it. Kind of takes away from the tension of the dungeon. And actually, now that I think about it, there's a game... Yeah, Dragon Warrior HD 3. Dragon Warrior 3 HD. It's, can kind of do the same thing in that game, where you can leave the dungeons midway, because you can quick travel wherever you want in that game. Well, not wherever, but whenever. Because if you're in the middle of the, say, the catacombs with the Robin Hood, who has kidnapped the girl, and the fiance who's tried to save her, you know, so you can get the black pepper to take back to the king of Portugal to get the ship from. Yeah, Portuga. That's the name of the town. Yeah, you can quickly just go back to town, quickly just zoom back to town, heal, go to Dharma, change your class, zoom back to the catacombs, and you're ready to go against Robin Hood. You know, it's actually where I'm at right now in that game is myself, personally, is that I'm up to Dharma, but you have to do a quest to get the black pepper. No, I already did that because I got the ship now. Because they direct you actually to go to Dharma from the India town, Bharata, whatever it's called. And because you save the girl and you save the fiance, you save the two the wannabe newlyweds, the wannabe wed people from Robin Hood in the catacombs, and then they say, "Oops, we have no black pepper. Please travel to Dharma Temple, where the guy who sold us black pepper might still be at." This is a weird little hallway. Weird little floor section. Oh, hello. Look at them riding the minecarts. We're all just riding the minecarts now, aren't we? Whoa! Here they come, just sliding down the track, saying do a dee 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 dum dee dee do. That's an old song. Do a diddy. And whenever someone's singing it, you gotta say do a diddies at all the do a diddies. Dee dee dum dee dee do. I'm just. Oh shit. It's interesting that they have swords in this dungeon. The kobolds don't often have swords. Though there is that one, isn't there, in the Romalia town. Not town itself, but the Hofan town outside the wall. You know, with the scrap heap and everything, and the recyclers. Yeah, that town has a very important side quest I forgot I need to go do. It's not wholly important, not story-wise important, but to say it's important that way, but it's important if you're doing the synthesis shop, in which I'm not entirely doing the synthesis shop. But it's also frustrating from the guide I read on GameFAQs. It's, the person said they had to save and reset over 30 times in order to get the weapon drop from the monster in that job quest. I mean, it's simple enough to do. You just walk into the guild, you say, "I want to do this job," you instantly get put into right into the battle, right outside the shop. And then you gotta try to steal the common item from the wanted monster, because it's a fight against a wanted monster. And then you gotta hope you get the drop from winning the battle for killing that monster. Because if you don't get the drop, then you're SOL. Now, I'm pretty sure all of these just lead to another battle, so I'm just gonna go ahead to the end of this area, which is of course another battle. Oh, they're gonna play hopscotch with the minecarts. Lovely. Huh, there's only 5 of them now. There's only 5 random monsters. There used to be more, I noticed on my way up here. The behemoths and the goblins had a lot more monsters in their battles than these kobolds do. Which is interesting. I guess it's because they're, like, tougher, rougher monsters. They wanted to give us a little bit of a leeway. Yeah, leeway against them. Because... oh, they're tigers even. Yeah, they're a little stronger than us. I think it would be a challenge to fight them, but I'm dealing with them pretty well. Not too surprised at that, but just wasn't fully expecting them to be that strong, comparatively, to us. Because, like, Ark is only level 60, you know, and Shantae's only level 42 or something. Oops, sorry if I tapped my microphone. My bad. But yeah, I mean, if you're using the people from the first game, you can be a little overpowered by now. If you're just solely using them. But remember, you want to spread out your experience between a lot of different party members, and so you have enough for at least 2 or 3 groups. Not 3 groups, but definitely 2 groups of people to be able to get through some tough dungeons. Because you can mess that up a little bit and wind up with a bunch of weak party members and one team of 2. And just get maybe demolished on your way to the boss. Which, luckily, it's like I'm trying to... You know, in Final Fantasy V, how there's the Fork Tower, and you split up your 4 people into 2 teams of 2? Well, this game doesn't make... You only have 2 people each tower, you could say. Because obviously we're dealing with the Martyr plan, and there is a relation to towers in this game. I mean, you saw earlier in Palencia, there's that big tower being built in the... out on the edge of Palencia. Back in Syria, when Elk visited there to save all the people from Tuval. And he didn't even go up, he went down. So we know there's more to go up. But yeah, there are multiple towers in this world, and there is a set of 2 you have to attack at the same time because, like the Fork Tower in Final Fantasy V, one area of the tower, of one tower is defending the one area of the other tower. Pretty sure we just go this way now. I'm pretty sure there's no treasure chest on this floor. I don't know for sure, and I'm not looking at my guide right now. I'm semi-watching Fire Lord Brooke while I'm doing this. She's debuting her maid outfit. Her VTuber maid outfit. But yeah, heal spot. What's up here? Could this be the most important place of the mountain? Yes. It is the mountain top. At last, we have reached the pinnacle. That certainly took you long enough. I trust that my associates kept you entertained. I almost believed you wouldn't make it. Almost. You are finished, Rygar. I will not allow you to do this. So you recognize my little handiwork. Glorious, isn't it? Huh? It kind of looks like a mix of the UFO and the satellite that was part of James Bond. It's disgusting. Only to the uninitiated. As you must know, this is only one of many that will allow us to control the whole world. Ramalia shall be invincible. No. Rygar, you cannot do this. Think about Elena. Your heart is becoming black as night. Please, for Elena's sake, stop. That is a domestic matter that is no longer your concern. If you will not listen, I have no choice left. What, you would run me through in front of the little girl? How positively morose. What kind of an animal have you become, Gruga? Do not mock me, Rygar. That time is past. Now is the time for business. Farewell, Gruga. Clea! No! Gruga! Elena, you must help Gruga! But he's not my... Have you forgotten the Gruga that raised you, loved you, returned your sight? He fought battles to win money so that you could see again. Regardless of who you are now, how can you deny that love? Elena. Get away from him, Elena. I'm warning you, if you don't get away, I will send you with him. That better be an empty threat, you jack. No! That's right, darling. Let go of the bad man and bury your painful past. Do it! Oh. Do I have Revenge of the Sith? No, I don't think I do. Elena, let me go. It is the only way. I will still hold you in my heart always. I won't let go. This isn't right. It's... Your stupid little advertisement for nurture over nature. You can't be mine. I'm sorry. I can't. Oh no. It seems that Brakia's brightest star has met an explosive end. How can you kill your own daughter like that? Did Ramalia remove your heart? Actually, no. But they did give me a taste of the power I now crave. The supreme power Yagan has granted me shall become the sustenance of my life. He points. Man, Gruga and Elena better be okay. At least Elena better be okay. Gruga, you better have saved her somehow with like a kunai and holding her sash or to the wall or something. And speaking of life, the time has come to end yours. At last, you show the world the monster you have become. What? Impossible. Inconceivable. I don't think you're using that right. You have lost everything that matters, Rygar. The power you covet has turned you into something detestable. You cannot succeed now. Just give up. Never! Okay, I can use that clip. Not clip, but, GIF. Elena, stand back. Now we can finish what was started so long ago. Well, select your party members. Gruga's already selected. I think Shantae is also very important for this battle because she and Gruga are very close, it seems. And I'm just gonna go ahead with maybe... Yeah, how about these two? Yeah. Keep a little bit, half the party that we had coming up the mountain, and have a little bit of new people come in for a second. Oh, damn it. I'm touching my microphone. I'm so sorry. Don't do that to me. Damn, I forgot he had that skill. Do not die. I think she died. Yeah, because the animation went off so extensively. She instantly died to this bloody devil's spell. And I would oh, look at how he looks all shocky when he's moving. I would prefer if I could take him out first. Rygar, the devil. The dark devil of this mountain. But he's got a bunch of clouds with him that are actually quite annoying themselves, as far as I recall from my practice file. Since I'm kind of advertising it a little bit, you can also catch me on Twitch. Sometimes I'll play this game as a practice from not far ahead, but ahead of where I am here and now in this LP. But I also do other things, like I have the Slay Them series I mentioned earlier. I play other random games, basically games essentially that I've bought and haven't opened or completed yet, because there's like 400 games compared to 200 hours in a day of a week that I can get to play games, and not whether I've completed them or not, I want to complete them as much as possible. I do have many games. I like my games. I want to complete them as best I can, and possibly make an LP of them someday. Maybe not soon. Maybe for some of them soon, but not all of them. Because I don't know all the in-depth little details of every game, especially not games LP, but I want to complete games at least once or twice before I actually do an LP of them. Well, why is this having to keep us healed? Which ain't too bad, really. One of Liza's main things is healing. She can do other things, of course, like Earthquake and whipping monsters and capturing monsters and couple other things, like searching for the monster picture book to showcase the monsters. Wow, yeah. That death spell didn't even use 38 MP. So I definitely want to take out Rygar sooner rather than later, but honestly, I'm kind of already done with the battle. I'm getting to where I'm just gotta do Rygar. Taking out quite a few of the clouds. Okay, I've taken out all but one of the clouds. Wow, Fujin, your lightning is much more incredible than I gave it credit for. Not that I gave it credit, I just gave it a quiet credit. Whoa, say that 5 times fast. Quiet credit. I sound like Barry Kripke. I sound like I have a lisp. Not to be insulting, of course, to people. I'm sorry if I did that. I did not mean to do that. But Barry Kripke is a memorable character from Big Bang Theory. He's funny. The constant rivalry with Sheldon was always good. He was a good character and a foil to Sheldon. Much in the way that... You know, it's kind of like the Riddler and the Penguin in Gotham. So, they were good foils to each other, even though they were on the same side, but... Oh, I should have healed Choco, too. But yeah. They were friendly foils. Oh, and because he's an undead monster, this Rygar, he has the fatal 1 HP status protection. Finish him. Finish it all, Gruga. Finish your storyline. Oh, we must get out of here before the machine collapses into the volcano. Hurry! Run! Where's Elena? I didn't see Elena there. Now maybe I'll catch her back in editing, but... Oh, FMV. Full motion video. Oh, yep, just like that satellite, I think. Just like James Bond. I think. That is the one James Bond movie I've seen, but I don't remember much of anything about it except that takes place at this satellite. That has now actually fallen apart in real life. Not that it was a movie set that fell apart in real life, it's an actual satellite that they were using back in the 60s and 50s and whatnot. Elena, I have to tell you the truth now. Once you know it, you can choose to love me, or take your love from me. At least then, I will have no secrets from you. You know that I am not your real father. What you do not know is that I am the one that caused the war. The war that took your real parents from you. I raised you in the beginning out of guilt. But I soon grew to love you as my very own. When I left that night, I was afraid. I knew that once you could see, you would realize I was not your real father. I did not believe I was strong enough to handle what would happen then. You think you're strong enough now? Kind of got thrown in your face at this moment to do this again now, but for sure, but you think you're strong enough? Trust me, you're strong enough. You have to be. I am sorry I had to conceal the truth. Please know, whatever happens, I love you dearly. Elena, your biological father is lost. But one stands before you that will care for you more than he ever could. Daddy! Elena? Oh, nurturing, yay! Family, yay! So you must leave again, then? Yes, this battle is not yet complete. Please take care of Elena in my absence. I shall, Gruga, do not worry. Daddy, I love you. I will be back. Yes. Gruga the Brave. Gruga of Brakia. Gruga, loving, doting father. And let that be the end for this episode today. Next time, look forward to more side quests, obviously. Because, like I said, I want to go back to Hufan and do that quest. Might as well show off this smith shop next time, too. There's all the jobs to do in Banza Mountain. There's the sealed ruins down here. There's other job quests around the world. There's the main quest over in Floria. Well, until next time, everyone, take care of yourselves. I hope you had a good time today. Have a good day. Until next time, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Where's my mouse?